Friends, welcome to my YouTube channel of astrologer Anil Agarwala. Today we will be talking about the red fortnight unfolds, war, crash and chaos as predicted. I had predicted that after 7th June 2025 when Mars and Ketu meet in Leo, then as per the lunation chart of the 11th June, it indicates that the stock market will take a beating, which has proved as for the last 3 days, it has proved on dot. I had also predicted that there will be a fierce battle between the countries who are at brawl, who are at daggers drawn with each other. I'd also predicted that there will be terrorism. Why there will be terrorism? Because the uh, the lunation chart of the 12th 11th June is of Virgo Lagna, and the Mars and Ketu are placed in the 12th house. Mars aspects the 3rd house where Moon is placed, and then Mars aspects the 6th house and the 7th house where Saturn is placed. Mars and Saturn are 6th and 8th Lord, influencing the 7th house of travel, and the 7th Lord in the nakshatra of Mars. Venus, the karka for aircraft, in the nakshatra of Ketu, and Ketu, Mars in the nakshatra of Ketu. So, all the planetary positions were indicating that there will be a chaos after 11th June 2025. I'd also predicted that since the karka for aircraft is Venus and it is placed in the 8th house in the nakshatra of Ketu, and Moon is about to join Sagittarius, a fiery sign, and in the nakshatra of Ketu, Mula, which is considered to be most malefic, ferocious and bitter nakshatra, which indicates planning a death for your enemies from a distance. It also shows secret plans. And the moment Moon joined Mula Nakshatra, and in the second part of the day on the 12th June 2025, the aircraft Air India aircraft 171 was seen in a crash. Now, there is another thing. The Mars connected to the 7th house and 6th house and 6th Lord, and with Ketu clearly indicates that there could be contamination in the fuel, and it is a sabotage. Why we are calling it fuel? Because the 7th house is the roadmap for the aircraft, and there where Saturn is placed, and Saturn is karka for fuel, for oil and fuel. And since Mars aspects, which is placed in the headless Ketu nakshatra, it is aspecting Saturn. So this disturbance takes place in the travel of the aircraft, and the Navamsha rising is the 8th house of the Navamsha, and Mars is placed in Aries in the Lagna. Now this clearly indicated, and I had clearly predicted that this would happen. So both the three events predicted by me have been absolutely on spot. First, the stock market fall, then the second, the brawl between the nations, Iran and Israel. The third is the sabotage and terrorism by enemies for this aircraft, Air India aircraft 171. And very shortly, you will come to know that there was contamination in the fuel. I had also made a video and also made an article using the Prashna Shastra, which is the backbone of astrology for analysis whether it is a natural or unnatural crash. So, according to the planetary positions and as per Jyotish Prashna, the Mars placed in the 12th house connected to 3rd house, 6th house, and 7th house is most malefic and shows espionage from foreign elements. Whether the facts come across or not, but it is sure case of terrorism. Now, why one person was saved is that as per astrology, they say all the horoscopes cannot be same and all the horoscopes may not have death like happenings and one person only saved. It all depends upon the mundane astrology. Herein, mundane astrology comes into picture and the day-to-day prediction by Prashna Shastra. At the time of taking off, it clearly indicated that it is not a right time for flight. There is going to be some trouble which will cause a crash in the aircraft. And it is obvious that since Saturn is placed in the 7th house aspecting the Lagna, which is Virgo, is clearly showing the crash due to fuel contamination. Then Mercury, the Lagna Lord, is placed in the 10th house, is strong with Jupiter. Jupiter is the 7th Lord in the nakshatra of Mars. All the planets are in the nakshatra of the Trik Bhavas. So it clearly shows that it is a planning for sabotage and terrorism. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share. My predictions have been on dot. I made these predictions on 23rd of May and 25th of May as far as this lunation chart is concerned of the 11th June. And for Mars and Ketu conjunction, I have talked about it in December 2024 and January 2025 before any astrologer could think about it. So I would clearly say that these predictions have been made only by me. No other astrologer indicated all this. So thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day. Good luck. Bye bye.